How's it going? Welcome back to the show. This is You May Roscoe. I am Roscoe, and today we're going to be doing a reaction to some stand-up comedy. This is George Carlin. The name of this video is Wonderful Wino, and this was performed at the Hollywood Palace with Jimmy Durant. Durant. Is that Durant or Durante? I'm gonna just go with Durant, Jimmy Durant, back in 1966. So we'll be checking this out. Before we do that, I do want to ask for anybody who hasn't that they please subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure you hit the notification bell and also make sure that you go over to George's homepage and do the same thing because we do want to support the artists, whether they are with us in the physical or not. And this being 1966 is going to be a different George Carlin than some people may be used to. If you're like, of a certain age, then you know about this version of George. But somebody who may be from my generation or even later, they have no clue if they're a fan of George Carlin that the different phases of George that there actually was. But let's go ahead and start. Let's get it.
Folks, it's great to see new comedians come along because if there's one thing the world can always use, it's a smile. And this young fellow is one of the best. Ladies and gentlemen, George Carlin.
Thank you very much. I'm sure that you're aware of the fact that teenagers today are the most powerful group in the country. First of all, there are more of them than ever before, and teenagers are so much better organized today than they ever have been before. Many of them are armed. They even have their own radio stations, a coast-to-coast network of top 40 teenage good guys swinging, romping, stomping echo chamber stations. Ones where all the disc jockeys sound alike. Hi, there's me from 6 to 9. Hi, there's me from 9 to 12. Hi, there's me from 12 to 3. Hi, there's me from 3 to 6. It's all the same guy. He's in a jar, right? Anytime you turn on your transistor, you just might hear something like the following. Hi there, kids. Welcome to the Willie West Show here on Wonderful Wino Radio. Wonderful Wino. Yeah, welcome to the Willie West Show here on a wonderful Wednesday with your winner spinner, Weird Willie West. Winging your way with 101 wild and woolly wedges of wax and quasi weckers to play on the radio. Right here on Wonderful Wino. 1750 on your dial just above the police call scare. We got stacks and stacks of wax and wax. We got the pick to click, the ones to watch, the oldies but goodies and newies but gooies. We got the top 700 records here in the land of Wonderful Wino. Wonderful Wino. Let's get started.
Yeah, I'm gonna pause this for a sec, and I'm gonna push this back. It's really cool to see, George show his how quick-witted he was. But this is something that, like I said, for fans of his and those who know of him from when he was older, he would display this kind of quick wit, saying all these like with this one, he was saying all these W words, like they're like just bunching them together. Like I have trouble, piecing together two words without stumbling. And this dude just running off, lots and lots of W's, but yeah, no, he's not lying though. As far as like how those radio people, even like for me, I didn't grow up in that time, but anytime I hear or listen to old, whether it be old movies or old documentaries or anything where you can hear these radio personalities, they did all sound the same. But until maybe like the Wolfman Jackson stuff start popping up on the scene, but and Casey Kasem and all those types, but yeah, let me push this back and let's keep it going.
The police calls, yeah. We got stacks and stacks of wax and wax. We got the pick to click, the ones to watch, the oldies but goodies and newies but gooies. We got the top 700 records here in the land of wonderful WINO. Wonderful WINO. Let's get started with a big rockin' sound. A great new group from England, the Kansas City Boys. Let's hear them. My Baby's Dead. Ding, 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 ding. My baby's dead. She got hit by a train. Boom. Big old train. I'm gonna get that train. There it is, kids. Another big romantic ballad for you. This one by the Armadillos. Okay, moving along, kids. Here's another big tune, 2 in a row. A double play, a big double header here on the Willie West Show. This one hasn't even been released yet, and it's #1 on the charts this week. Next week, it'll be a golden oldie. I send my sinuses to Arizona. I send my liver to Pearl. I send my lungs and my kidney for the summer to Sydney. But I'm sending my heart to you. Another big romantic ballad for you, kids. And bulletin, 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 bulletin. Here is a bulletin, bulletin, bulletin. Russia and the United States are at war. Missiles have been fired by both sides. Washington and Moscow are in flames. Details in 25 minutes, kids, on Action Central News.
Let me push this back. Something that he doesn't get credit, a lot of credit for, is like his ability to, to morph into different people and impersonate the impersonations and stuff like that. He's pretty decent at that, but it's different to see George Carlin that isn't being blue, to see that he could still be funny without that, because this straight up and down American, this is like the primetime crowd, so just like today, you have to be straight and narrow and clean cut and all that good stuff. And then we know that later he would transform into something totally different, where probably this same crowd still accepted him. Or maybe not, and maybe, it started changing into these were like the moms and the dads who had accepted him. And then once he transformed and got involved with the counterculture and all that stuff, then, the kids probably accepted him, the beatniks and all that. But let's keep it going.
Bulletin, bulletin. Russia and the United States are at war. Missiles have been fired by both sides. Washington and Moscow are in flames. Details in 25 minutes, kids, on Action Central News. Here's another big one, kids, in the wonderful world of WINO. This one's #1 and moving higher every week. Let's give a listen. Let's make some dedications first. We'll send it out for Big Al, Red, Louie, Spike, Choo Choo, Spanish Anna, Dirty Mary, Nick the Greek, Baby, Carlos Jr., Pee Wee, Toots, Papo, Spot, Greasy Creep, Woozy, Mush, Ralph and Brucey. Here it is, kids. It's our pick to make you sick, Jenny. Jenny. Another big one for you kids, and we'll move right along. You're digging that big WINO sound. Wonderful WINO in Death Valley. It's the Willie West Show. Who cares? Another big tune for you. Moving along, kids. This one's been on the charts for 2.5 years. Kind of a slow mover. Last week, number 216. This week, zooming up to the big number 212 spot. It's a folk protest song. It's sweeping the nation by Patty and the Pickets. Let's hear it. Don't want no war.
No, that's why it's slow moving. America ain't rocking with that at that time. An anti-war folk picketing song. Yeah, you wasn't gonna get mainstream America to be rocking with that. You know, it's not like the other song he talked about that where it hadn't been released yet. You know, and yet was on the charts. You know, and you know the next week it was going to be a golden oldie. You know, but yeah, no, America ain't rocking like that, bro. You you know, they ain't gonna mess with a folk picketing song. You know, at that time against the war. How dare you? let's finish out.
It's the Willie West Show. Who cares? Another big tune for you. Moving along, kids. This one's been on the charts for 2.5 years. Kind of a slow mover. Last week, number 216. This week, zooming up to the big number 212 spot. It's a folk protest song. It's sweeping the nation by Patty and the Pickets. Let's hear it. Don't want no war. Don't want no war. Don't want no war. Don't want no war. Don't want no job, neither. Big romantic ballad for you. Say, kids, speaking of romance, I wonder where you'll be going this weekend with that date of yours. Well, why not go on out to the Makeout Drive-In Theater, kid? Great little place. There's no lines, there's no waiting, there's no movie either, kid. No, of course, they've got a big flick to click for you this weekend, a Technicolor Toon Fest you're really going to dig. 6 of your favorite stars, Sandra Dee, Peggy Lee, Brenda Lee, Bobby V, Molly B, and Oscar Homolka. In Sex Bed, Teen Bikini, Virgin Surf, Beach Ball Bash. Don't miss it. Okay, that about wraps it up for a Weird Wednesday here on your Willie West Show. Catch you again tomorrow if someone doesn't bomb the station. In the meantime, we got the old tunes, the new tunes, the show tunes, the blue tunes, the greatest music in town. But we never play it.
All right. Yeah, let's push this back a little bit. And that was George Carlin with Wonderful WINO Radio. And that was cool. You know, like I said, it was very interesting and dope to see like how he was received, you know, as this version of himself back in the days, and it looks like, you know, the American public was eating this up. You know, I'm anxious to do, you know, some videos that would be like I think the next reaction I do to George Carlin, I'm going to try to find one where he has shifted his focus like soon after this time and see how he's received by the crowd then, you know. But yeah, no, this is a stark difference from the George Carlin that I grew up with. And I'm glad that I grew up with the version that I grew up with, because this dude, even though it's the same dude, he seems different, you know, like when he said that one joke, when he was talking about, you know, what was it? Was it the anti-war song singing people? And then he was,
The Pickets, let's hear it.
He was saying, I don't want no war. I don't want no war. And I ain't got no job either, you know. For some odd reason that my antennas raised up, because it made me think like, what was his view on, you know, those type of people at this point? Because I think he had a different view of those same type of people like shortly after this. So it's to look at them as, just some bums, they just because they're protesters. Like what if he did have a job? So I don't know. But yeah, this was okay, but I like the George Carlin that I ended up with. So, you know, um I still rock with this, and I'll give it a thumbs up if I must, but yeah, just cool. This was a more corny kind of George Carlin. Like again, I like the one that I ended up with, but I'm gonna leave. But before I do, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the share button, hit the playlist option. You'll pick the one named Comedy Reactions. I do have a playlist where you'll see lots of comedians, anything comedy related in that playlist. I do have playlists for other things. A lot of that stuff is music related, but as you can see, I step outside of that. So just check out all of the playlists. Cash App, $ you made Roscoe, PayPal at you made Roscoe. Super thanks option is available for those who like to show their support or appreciation for what's being done on the page. Any donations, those will be made to those spots. And that's it. That's everything. I'm done. I will see you guys again soon. So until next time, be safe and be good.